words left to describe the shards of the past.
Materials that bring comfort, people settle for it, never questioning what's beyond, what more there can be. Living in ignorance sure is bliss, no worries of the unknown, no overthinking. Drowning in bliss, we turn blind, forsaking what's right, accepting what's wrong. What feels good is good, what feels bad is good. Just going with the flow, who's got time to fake? Lies bring comfort, people settle for it, never questioning it, never pushing it, just going with it. Living in ignorance sure is bliss, no worries of the unknown, no overthinking. Living in a bubble, we find peace, forsaking the truth, accepting the lies. What feels good is good, what feels bad is good. Just going with the flow, who's got time to fake? Just pure bliss, just pure bliss, just pure bliss is all I need. Just pure bliss, just pure bliss, just pure bliss is all I need. No spark inside, just a fading life, a facade of happiness, a mask of shame. soul, no claim. What feels good is good. What feels bad is good. Just going with the flow. Who's got time to think? What feels good is good. Good is good. What feels bad is good. Just going with the flow. Who's got time to think? What feels good is good. What feels bad is good. Just going with the flow. Who's got time to think?
mold you into something new. Your face a mask for them to see, but inside, who's left to be? The light bright more than they reveal. Fame is a blade you're forced to feel. The crowd cheers louder, drowning doubt. But what's it worth if you burn out? How big is the sacrifice when you end up having it all, but not yourself? The echoes of the stage, the chains that lock you in the cage. Fame becomes your hell. Every smile is staged and framed. Every move is a hunger game. They pull the strings, you dance along, but lose the rhythm through your song. The cameras flash, your shadow fades. The soul you had, they've long betrayed. You're their god until you fall, but will they catch you at all? How big is the sacrifice when you end up having it all, but not yourself? The echoes of the stage, the chains that lock you in the cage. Fame becomes your hell. Fame becomes your hell. The voices shout, but do they care? You're screaming loud, no one's aware. A puppet king with no control. What's the crowd when you lost your soul? Shadow the mirrors, burn the frame. Take back the life, reject the fame. Let the silence fill the void. Rebuild the pieces they destroy. No sacrifice is worth the price when you end up losing it all and lose yourself. Let the echoes fade away. Step outside the gilded cage and find yourself. Sell your soul to get famous. Speak what they wanna hear. The freedom sings louder when the crowd disappears. To get famous, speak what they wanna hear. But freedom sings louder when the crowd disappears.
In the shadows, forgotten time, there stood a hand, a grip so fine. The sovereign's eyes, cold and bright, ignited the world with all his might. They mocked the truth, they scorned the skies, laughed at the heavens with closed shut eyes. The world was there, fragile carved to their feet. Ignorance echoed a self-made defeat. They mocked the truth, they scorned the skies, laughed at the heavens with closed shut eyes. The world was there, fragile carved to their feet. Ignorance echoed a self-made defeat. He saw them smirk, weak and blind, a world in his hands they refused to find. So he stretched long, a darkened snare, and pulled them in with cruel despair.
Now they are the roots, the seed and the flame. In endless torment they bear his name. A savage wrath, the price they pay. The chains entwine, they fade away. The screams it echoes as we all fall. In their shadows we all crawl.
Molten crown beneath their skin, a realm of pain, no end therein. They begged for mercy, they asked for death. No one answered their final breath. Tears they shed, a river wide, yet no one came. Gaze locked in
I'm in pain. I can't tell anyone. No one will hear me. No one would listen. I'm supposed to act like everything is fine. Put on a happy face. They want the happy face. We all are rushing after something. We need to show we are happy. A sad face brings everyone down. Down bad. No sad. No sad. No sad. Put on a happy face. It's what the world wants. All smiling faces. No sad faces. Sad faces bad. Only happy faces. At night crying, for I need to put up a happy face tomorrow. Smiles and smiles, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Smiles and smiles, smiles and smiles. What are you so happy about? What do you fear? Tell me you are sad, unsatisfied. Tell me you are having a hard time. Tell me you feel, tell me you belong here as a human. Cry to me. As a human, cry to me, cry to me, cry to me, cry to me.
In an ancient time, there existed a being of immeasurable power, whose strength surpassed all moral comprehension. This figure, known only as the Sovereign, had ruled over the realms with a cold, unyielding hand. His power power was both revered and feared, for he could bend the very fabric of existence to his will. But though he held dominion over all, his heart was not without contempt. There came a day when the sovereign, weary of the foolishness of mortals, found himself troubled by a small ignorant group. People who thought themselves wise yet could not grasp the depth of the world around them. They mocked the laws of nature, dismissed the suffering of others, and acted with a hubris that enraged the sovereign to his core. His patience, thin as gossamer, snapped like the breaking of a frail thread. He decided that their punishment would be unlike any the world had seen. With a flick of his hand, he trapped them, not in chains, not in prisons, but in a plane where only pain existed. No death, no escape, only the burning sting of eternal torment. The ground beneath their feet was molten with agony, the air thick with the scent of suffering. Every breath they took was an ember, every step 1,000 needles. They cried, they begged, they pleaded for release, but none came, for the sovereign's power was absolute. Time, however, had a way of dulling even the sharpest edge. The pain, once unbearable, became familiar to the offenders. They adapted as all creatures do, and in their adaptation they found a twisted semblance of peace. But the sovereign, watching with silent fury, would not allow them to find comfort. Each time they grew used to their suffering, he increased it. The pain became unbearable once more, then grew even worse, like a river that swells and drowns everything in its path. And still, they could not die. They could only endure. As the years turned to centuries, the sovereign's wrath never waned. The suffering of those trapped in the endless agony became the very essence of their being. They were no longer human, no longer creatures of flesh, but souls entwined with torment. And though their voices could no longer scream, their energy, their agony still echoed across the realms. It is said that the energy of these tormented souls still lingers in the world, a presence felt by any who come too close to the places where the sovereign's wrath still holds sway. Those who happen upon these places, or unknowingly cross the path of this lingering suffering, are not untouched. The energy of the sovereign's torment seeps into them, infecting their hearts with despair, their minds with confusion. It manifests as a feeling, a weight they cannot lift, an endless cycle of pain that pushes them to the brink. Some fall to madness, others to desolation, and still others to a quiet, unexplainable grief. And so, the souls of the punished wander in the world, never free from their torment, yet never fully seen. They are both the inflicted and the inflictors, bound forever in a prison of suffering. The sovereign's wrath endures, and those who encounter the cursed energy of the tormented souls carry their curse unknowingly, caught in an endless web of pain and despair. Thus, it is taught that the sovereign's punishment never ends, and neither does the suffering of those he condemned. For as long as the world exists, their torment will ripple outward, infecting all who come too close to the bitter essence of their endless pain. Even in the modern day, the sovereign's power lingers like a shadow, unseen yet ever present. His influence is felt in the cracks of society, in the hearts of those who wander through life half blind, unable to see things clearly. The world spins in confusion, people lost in the haze of their own disconnected lives. The energy of the sovereign whispers in the winds, sliding through the veins of the earth, shaping minds and twisting hearts. It is because of him that people float above reality, trapped in an endless orbit of distraction. They cling to ignorance like a shield, for to know too much is to feel the weight of existence. To see the truth of suffering, blissful in their blindness they settle, resigned to be numb, for ignorance is a safe haven, a protection against the ever-encroaching pain. But that bliss is a false comfort, for in their ignorance they remain prisoners, chained by the very thing they seek to avoid. The sovereign's influence runs deeper than one might think. It is not only those who are caught in the original web of torment who suffer. No, the curse spreads, infecting those who cross the paths of the tormented souls. It warps them, bends their thoughts, clouds their judgments. Those who come into contact with the energy of the cursed are not immune. They too begin
tell them, be nice as long as they are by your side. Look for big shots, ignore the ones who serve no purpose. Be wary of unrecognized movements. We need to know what everyone is here for. No quirky movements, no out of herd allowed. Mild inconvenience they cause, they become unlikable to be shunned, avoided. We fight for power, we all need things our way. Truce or compromise is inconvenient. We fight. If you care too much, you are a fool. If you don't, that's cool. Push on apathy, let mankind rot. And in all this turmoil, in all the chaos, I'm a nobody, none to care about. So radical that I become not required, shunned, a useless addition to the world. Look for weak people, vulnerable people. Real power isn't taking advantage of them. What can they do? Be cruel to someone you don't like. There is nothing wrong in being hostile. Express yourself, harm them. Look at the helpless people. Keep looking, don't do anything. We are advancing in terms of progress, just backwards when it comes to humanity. And in all this turmoil, in all the chaos, a nobody exists, none to care about. So radical that I become not required, shunned, a useless addition to the world. People tend to be in competition, always looking to get an upper hand. There is always a struggle to outsmart one another. If you don't go with it, you are naive, too green to exist. And in all this turmoil, in all the chaos, I'm a nobody, none to care about. So radical that I become not required, shunned, a useless addition to the world. A useless addition to the world. A useless addition to the world. Too naive. A useless addition.